Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, the number one platform for anyone who is depressed, content creators, millennials and young Christians. Today we're actually going to be talking about how can you help someone who is depressed. I'm going to be giving you 10 several ways on which you can actually do that to make sure that the help you're giving to this person is something they actually need, is something they can relate to, and is something they can accept. Remember, depression is not the same for everybody, so make sure that you're implementing each of these, because if you do, even though depression is not the same for everybody, you're actually going to be able to give them the help each of them require. Let's get started. So the number one thing to do for anyone to help anyone who's depressed is to actually just listen. Make sure you watch my video on the misconceptions, and make sure you look at the signs so that you're actually able to recognize if the person falls into this category. But listen. When you listen, you actually be able to pick up what more you can do. Allow the person pour their mind, allow the person speak. You don't know and you can't guess what this person is experiencing until you listen. The third thing to do is actually be patient. We need to learn patience with people that are depressed, because number one, it takes time for them to open up. Number one, it takes time for them to explain what they are feeling, because they need to understand it themselves. So we really need to be patient with them. We need to allow them come to that point where they're able to rely on us, where they're able to count on us. And that takes time. Now, the next thing that we could actually try doing is to be compassionate. When you're compassionate, you're actually able to see yourself in that person's shoes. When you're compassionate, even though you don't understand it perfectly, your heart actually goes out to that person. And so you become more humane, you become more kind to that person. Is to start a conversation. Sometimes they might not be very quick to open up. So make sure that you find some cues, maybe some things that you guys might love to do together. You might use that to start the conversation. Maybe you guys like going out and now the person is too tired to do anything. You could ask, oh, remember when we used to go out, but recently I've noticed you're too tired for it. Is there something going on? Please, to bear in mind when you start the conversation is make sure that you avoid judgment. Put your conversation in such a way that is able to engage the person without the other person feeling judged. Now, the sixth thing to do is ask if you can get help for the person. There are sometimes when people are not able to help themselves. So you need to be able to offer it, and you need to be able to ask, especially if, since you're not a professional, ask, can I get someone for you to talk to? It's very important. And sometimes that response may surprise you, especially when they tell you no. Ask if it's possible for you to go along with them, because sometimes they might not trust the person, enough to open up. But when there's someone that is familiar with them, it might help them actually open up. So ask, do you want me to get help for you? Because I would really love to do that. And then no, okay, are you saying no because you don't want to go alone? I could go along with you if you want. I just want you to get better, and I need you to speak to someone that will actually be able to understand and give you what will help you be better. To actually get more information, get more knowledge about depression. I love you're watching this video, because that means you're actually implementing number 7. Learn more about depression, because the more you learn about depression, the easier it becomes for you to be able to understand what the person is going through. The easier it becomes for you to be able to actually speak the right way to this person. If you're someone that are living with someone who is depressed, it can be energy draining at times. So it's really important for you to learn to look after yourself. Make sure that even though you're being there for the person, make sure you're also doing things that will look after yourself, that will help yourself be better also. Number 9, you need to be able to identify if the person is worsening or not. Now, especially if the person said no to getting outside help, or the person said no to seeing a professional, you need to be able to identify if this person is worsening, and then you need to get help immediately for that person. Because depression is a gateway to someone committing suicide, or is a gateway to someone taking their own life. So we don't want it to get to that point. So if you see anyone going through depression and you discover that, oh, it has gone to that stage where there's nothing you can do to help, it's really important for you to get helplines, or for you to dial the emergency number in your country, just to make sure that the person get the help that they need. And final way to help someone who is depressed is to never give up. Anyone that you know that is going through depression, make sure that you're there for them. Make sure that you don't give up, because the truth is, one day they will need your help, and I would really love for you to do that. And let me know in the comment section what you think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if it was informative. I'll catch you in the next.